Hello everyone, my name is Kapil Vyas. I am the Assistant Professor in Computer Science Engineering Department in IPS Academy Indore, Institute of Engineering and Science. So today we will discuss about the robotic process automation. So what is the robotic process automation? I hope everyone not aware about this thing. So we will discuss about in this whole the lecture, and we will continue into the lecture by lecture and those to slide by slide. So first thing, what is the robotic process automation? So in the robotic process automation, when we start, so we have the agenda of this today's class. So first we will understood what is the RPA. RPA means robotic process automation, and the various tools of the RPA. So how to be used the robotic process automation and which tool is useful in the RPA, we will discuss in this today's lecture. Now third, how to install the UiPath studios. So various studios available in the AI environment and machine learning environment, and how to be install this UiPath studio. This is the one of the tool of when we are working in the robotic process automation. So we can use this UiPath studio. And how much type of the project types? It is our fourth type of the agenda of this today's lecture. And last, what is the various component in the UiPath? So there is a question in our mind, this is what is the robotic process automation. So first you know about the what is the robotic process automation. So you have to be understood about the what is the AI, what is the ML, and what is the deep learning. So you are seeing this in this slide, the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence, it's what? The ability of machine to imitate human intelligence. So we want to make the machine to be intelligent. Then how to be applied and how we become this intelligence to the machine. So we learn the machine learning technologies. So in the machine learning technology, there is a various algorithm to incorporate the intelligence into the machine by automatically learning from the data. So there is a various type of data. In the data science is another term where we are implementing this various kind of data into this intelligence, and how to be intelligence get by applying the machine learning algorithm. And now the term is nearby to the robotic process automation is a deep learning. So what we think about the deep learning? So it is also the algorithms, but this algorithm help that mimic the human brain. It is just mimic, like to be trained like the human brain to incorporate the intelligence into the machine. So now we want to intelligent our machine. So how to be intelligence? It is the also this three term is very necessary for the robotic process automation. So when we see the introduction of the RPA, so robotic process automation is the use of software with artificial intelligence. It's mean the AI and machine learning. So we previously understood what are the AI and the machine learning. So we will handle this capability for the high volume and the repeatable task that previously required the human to perform. So what is the motive of this? Why we use the RPA? The robotic process automation, it's mean why we are using this AI and ML to learn just like the human. So machine can do the high volume task, because the human are very down to this the high volume tasks. Its performance is not capable to do the high volume task. So repeatable task is also there. When the same task is repeating many times, it's mean when we are saying about that their washing machine and microwave oven, the single type of task is there. So why we use the human for that or something like that? Because the task is simple and task is repetitive day to day. So there is a something when we use and we want to use the repetitive task, so we made a machine to do these things. And suppose the autopilot mode for automobiles and airplanes, and also the Nestle using the robots to sell coffee pot in store in Japan by using the robotic process automation. And also the Walmart testing drones to drive products in the US. Bank checks being sorted using the optical character recognition OCR technique. And this is the technique to use in the and also the ATMs. So the many things are doing by the machines, and the machines is how to be learned this machine by the robotic process automation. So the automation is a technology that deal with the application of machines and the computer to the production of goods and services. So now the robotic process automation main objective is to be that we reduce the human task and we are intelligent the machines to do the same task is performed by the human. So now what is this the thing to be do just same like the program developing and the inventory management software system is called the software development. So there is a big role. The robotic process automation is playing a big role because you are looking that there is a chat GPT in something what they are working in the process automation things. Just you do, there is not a human and there is not anybody they because the machine is performing all this tasks. So first thing is our mind that why we are using the robotic process automation, because there is a market. There is a market where the global RPA market is the in 2020 that there is a various type of application where we are using the robotic process automation. So there is a retail consumer goods, other communication, media, information technology, logistic, energy, utility. So there is a various large environment to be work in the RPA. So we are using the robotic process automation. And also there is a market size, because when you see the look the market from the 2016 to 2017-18, the market is growing very well. So because when we are working in the AI industry, there is a two things in the software and services. So the software and the services goal is there. So in the market year by year the application software and the services is increasing. So when we are using in the market, so we have to be learn the RPA too, because the application of the RPA and services is growing up year by year. So there is a huge market. So why the RPA? One of the another thing, because this is the technology in the top 10 trending technology nowadays, and according to the RPA market, it is the market is the 1.89 billion in 2021 is already done. In 2060 there is will be reported, in 2025 it will be reported $6.7 trillion. So this is the huge market of the robotic process automation, and already 275 companies is working in the robotic process automation. So there is a one thing, and now we are working with the which partners and which tools they are provided. So there is a three main key valuer key founder in this robotic process automation. There is a Automation Anywhere. There is a company who is working in the robotic process automation, but the tools are not provided free. They have paid some their community edition or enterprise edition, and the UiPath. So now we are focusing UiPath because the community edition is free for the student. There is a very much benefit things for us that UiPath is providing their community edition. There is a free version, so we can learn by the using their UiPath Studio. So, similarly, the Blue Prism is also the key player in the robotic process automation market, but Blue Prism also not providing their free version. So why we are using the robotic process automation? So we are using the UiPath because the UiPath providing the free enterprise edition to work us, to learn us how to be work in the robotic process automation. So we will understood what is the UiPath. So we have to know about the UiPath because we are using the UiPath Studios. So UiPath was founded in 2005 and was ranked in the 2 in the Financial Times, and it is the very fast growing company, and it is the very key features is just like the micro recorder, workflow, drag and drop, pre-built templates, built-in AI technology, OCR and NLP, natural language processing, and optical character recognition. This is the very well-known term in the AI and ML. So it is also provided the 30 days of enterprise edition. This is the free, and the company using UiPath, it is the very 400 million in 2020, just like the Wikipedia, and market share is about 13.6 in 2018. So there is some key features of the UiPath Studio. So we are using this UiPath, and also this is the a graph generated in the 2020, and this is the peak matrix of this assessment. So look in the market share, and this is the graph of the 2020 and the robotic process automation. So you can see into the top leaders. So we are seeing in the top leaders, just look like here. So in the leaders there is a 3 company is listed. One is the Blue Prism, it is the also a leader of the robotic process automation, Automation Anywhere, and look into the UiPath. UiPath, the 3-star company is there. There is a leader in the robotic process market automations. Now the Microsoft is also working is here. So Microsoft is also have their automation Asian name software. So this is also is working here. But there is the 3 listed company. It is the top performer in the robotic process automation. So we have to be try to understand one of the studio of them. So you have to be learn about the Blue Prism, how to be use the Blue Prism studio, and how to be work in the Automation Anywhere studio, and how to be work in the UiPath studio. But we in the look into the UiPath studio because their version of the enterprise edition is free for us in the 30-day trial also. So now what will we do, this is the actually the very large course in the UiPath robotic automation. We will be guide into the next lecture. But there is one thing, you have the only the basic programming knowledge if you want to learn about the robotic process automation. So this is the whole journey of how to be learn the robotic process automation. So there is a RPA developer foundation, the term you have to be learn introduction to the RPA developer role. Now you have to be learn what is the variables, what is the various data types and the control flow, and how to be learn about the data manipulation, Excel and data tables. Now you have to be the UI interactions, how to be do. This is the data you have to be working in the Excel and the data table. Now the data manipulation. So how the interaction is to be done. Now have to be the selector. The selector is term where you have to work on the particular data. So you have to be select a data, because in the data science, in the cloud environment, you are working in the huge amount of data. It's called the big data. So if the human are selecting that type of big data, so it will be a very time consuming. If you want to store the data, so it will be very time consuming. So you have to be using the selector which type of analysis you want to do. So you have to select a particular data from the website, and the similar website it may be have a huge amount of data, so human will be tired to do work with the huge amount of data. So you have to work with the robotic process automation. The large amount of data can be manipulated, selected, and many type of operation can be performed in the particular huge amount of data by the robotic process automation. So there is a different project, and you have to be how to be organize the project, you have to be know, and after that when you are working with the project, now you have to be handle the error and the exception. So and after that debugging, and you have to be PDF, you can do the PDF automation also here. So PDF automation there, email automation is there, and orchestrator or developer is there. Now finally put the working in the robotic enterprise framework overview. And now the RPA developer advanced training is also there. When you are looking that there is a path is not ended, because the advanced thing is there where you have worked with the RE framework. It is the deep dive when you have to work with the large scale of amount of data, and the large complicated task is there. So how to be handled. Suppose you want to extract the some data and work into data. You want to work with the CAPTCHA, and you have to be decode the CAPTCHA, so you can work with the developer advanced training also. So you have to be do this. Calculated client security has, you have to be work in the where you many time you see what you are seeing that many time when you working with the any website, the one thing is asked to you every time, you are you robot, many time. So many time computer is asking to you, are you a robot? Why they are asking you? Because is working with there is not a humanoid robot is there in front of the screen, but because the process is robot or not. What is the thing? Process is robot or not. So we have to be identify this process is working by a robotic process or the software robot is also there. So every time any website who have the some security reason, they are asking to you that you are robot or not, and some by to identify some pictures, pattern and text, you are recognized that you are a not robot. So one thing is there. So after that the RPA developer, you have to be continue with the recorder, everything what is the recorder you have to be think. So recorder means ki we have record anything, just like in the camera record everything, what are you working, how you are working, so what are your task, and what you have to be working, the everything it is recorded. So similarly, when you work with any website and you are the user only, so how to be work, if you want to open the email, so how to be open the email, just you have to be type the Gmail in your Google or any web browser. After that you will be go to the login page, and after when you go to the login page, just you have to be type your email ID, and after you have to type your email password, and after just you are clicking to the sign in. So there is a thing you have, this is the step, whenever you want to log in your login or Gmail account, you just do this step. So this is the step, it is the when you want to do this thing, but not by you, you have to create the software process or software robot, because your credential, just you have to give your credential to the robotic process, and after that they automatically type their email ID, they automatically type their email password, and they will be sign up to you. And if you want to search any type of email from your mail web, from your Gmail or any email account, so just you have to be give the message to this, please search this mail from my mail account. So your robot or your bot is will be search for a particular Gmail account, and what is the text, it will be come to your mobile screen automatically. And you have to be there is a large of skill, but we are doing just the introduction on how to the working with the robotic process automation and what is the robotic process automation. So some the repetitive tasks, can be done by the robotic process automation very easily. So how to be work, and there is a various platform in UiPath Academy. So there is the UiPath Academy, and the academy it's mean ki the all the robotic process automation documentation is there, and how to be connect by this, and this is the marketplace is there available, and now how to be the forum is there. So now we have to be learn how to be. So now we just come to the our main topic, the introduction to the robotic process automation. So the robotic process automation is the AI and ML term. So just I repeat this slide because the main term is the robotic process automation. So there is a three term, AI, ML and deep learning, also including the NLP is there, OCR is there, and Alexa is there. The Alexa is also a particular type of AI part. How to be working in the Alexa? You have to be train some type of statement there, and after that statement it will be fetch, and after that how many similar type of the result we already feed in the Alexa. So it will be give the output according to that. So there is all the type of the terminology of the AI, ML and OCR, NLP, Alexa and automation. So there is will be also used in the robotic process automation. So there is a huge environment. So now what is RPA? So one thing in RPA is what? It is the robotic. The first term is the robotic. What is the robotic? It mean? So robotic it's mean an entity which has the capability to mimic the human action. What I am doing, how I am doing. So all the task it's done by the robot, and what we want to try to train the any action of us is by the machine. And the machine here I am talking about the process. It's mean the software. What we are working about the software robot, not about the humanoid or any machines, just about the software robot. It mean we want to train our process to work just like a human. So there is a process, it's mean mimic the human action, how we work in any website, so this is the task done by us by the mouse, by the keyboard, just like this. So we, the robotic instrument ki the keyboard and mouse is handled by the process. So after this is the meaning of the robotic. And what is the process? Everyone in computer science and engineering know about the what is the process. Is the sequence of steps that lead to a meaningful activity or task is known as a process. So whenever any task and any repetitive task or any meaningful task, it's known as the process. And the last term is the automation. There is a main term. So when the task happen automatically without human interaction, so it's called with the automation. It's mean the task is working, the website is working, the whenever the OTP is coming to in your mobile, the ATM machine is working, there is a nothing, you have to just select the options and the automatically option according to your option the process will be work. So there is automation systems. Okay, so what is the robotic process automation? So we can combine these three terms and just we are going to the result that what is the automation. It is the mimicking the human behavior. So it is the mimicking the human behavior to execute a sequence of steps which lead to a meaningful activity without human intervention. So without the human intervention, you have to just mimic the process and how the process it will be work. So this is the RPA summary. So one thing in our mind, what should be automated? Because we have to be know if you want to automate something, so what kind of thing we should be automated. So something the repetitive steps. Repetitive step, it's mean when you are going to any showroom or any firms or any organization, so one thing is that you have to be fill any type of form. So form is fixed, step is fixed, sequence is fixed, everything is fixed. So what thing, whenever any customer is coming to your showroom or any type of workshop, so just you have to fill that form, and there is a one person is sitting behind of the desk and all the information is gathering by them. This is the task, is this is the same task and this is the repetitive task. It is done by the human. So if we want to work with this robotic process automation, so this type of work can be replaced by the process automation. So you have not need to require the any human mind, because there is a not intelligence required. So just replace the particular type of human mind, because the human mind can be work some intellectual things. So just this repetitive task can be performed by the any type of the machines or any type of the software robot. And some tasks they have the time consuming, because if we are working in any kind of a process, they have required some previous result. So till that the human are waiting, because the previous result will be not come, after that you will be not perform the particular end task. So there is a time consuming task, so we have to be replaced by the robotic process automation process. High risk tasks, suppose some bomb breaker or anything other risky task, there will be human life is in danger, so you have to be replaced or by the robotic process system, so there can be work easily. And tasks with a low quality, there is not required some intelligence, so we can work or we can train some software process to be work a particular type of low quality else. And the task involving multiple people and multiple steps, same task is done by the multiple people and there is a multiple steps. So human will be very do in very large number of there, and but the result will be not very effective, and something is there. So we are replaced by the robotic process automation. So there is a various kind of task can be automated, because we can generate a board, we can create the software robot also there. And what can be automated, it's mean well defined and rule based. So one thing is that we can do and we can replace this task. This is the repetitive steps, time consuming step, and high risk task with a low quality elements. So what should be automated, but what kind of and how to be automated, it's mean thing ki what should be automated, it will be when defined and rule based step. Those step is well defined, because whenever your step is not sequence or steps is not rule defined, so you cannot automate it, because something is there, because it will be automated. Those things, they are previously defined, previously ruled, and previously in well arranged manner. And also we can automate the logical thing in also. We can do a particular type of programming on particular type of that. An input task can be diverted to the software system. The output system is accessible, benefit are more than the cost. There is a many type of kind of things, so it can be what can be automated. Now we have come to the components of the robotic process automation is there. So there is a various component in robotic process automation. So just we are look to the particular type of only the short introduction of this component of the robotic process automation is just like the recorder. What is the recorder and how to be record some any type of state, so we can use the recorder. There is a development studio, and how to be install the development studio we will be learn in our lecture. And plug-in extension, how to be plug your system, and how to be your process will be interact with the other process extension, and how could be execution is there, bot runner is there, and control center is there. There is a various component in robotic process automation. So look into the there is a same thing in the development studio. Whenever you will be install the studio in the robotic process automation, the three thing already is there. One thing is the recorder. The recorder is one thing, and how to be work it record the all the step. Whenever you click the recorder, it mean key after the recording steps is there, what the mouse movement, how your keyword or what is the input from the keyboard or mouse, it all the process will be recorded. You previously work with the Excel, so there is a one thing in macros, and form any form whenever you want to design in macros, the same form will be automated design when use the macros in the Excel. So there is a one step of the robotic process automation previously done, but now it is the very huge market, and the lot of the software of robot is working in this particular type of today's era of the AI ML. So there is a different kind of process or execution required, different type of capabilities of the process. So there is a development studio have the capability of the recorder. It means that it can record all the steps is performed by the humans, by the mouse or the keyboard, and the plugin extension of the particular process, and the workflow designer is there. So there is a flow. Whenever you want to design of the any process or any software robot, you have to just give the input, and how the input is working with the particular process, it will be designed in the workflow environment. So there is a workflow designer, and how to be, this is a very, very simple thing. In this studio you have to just drag and drop facilities there. You want to work with the some sequence tasks, so you have to do just type it, so you have to just type text box is there, and after that you want to type, after you have to want to click any type of button in the particular software. So all the steps can be used or can be designed in the workflow designer. So the development studio is provide this kind of facility. So this is the component of the robotic process automation. One thing is there is an enterprise app, and the bot runner is called the robot. The main thing is there is the robot. One thing, whatever step you are designing. So when you have designed these steps, now how they will be work, the steps, the workflow, how it will be work. So whenever you click into this robot, or it's called the bot runner, it will be mimic all the steps you are doing in this previously recorder, or you are you design any workflow. So just after the clicking of that robot, it will be run all your process. So this is the robot is three things. So main component is there, so be robot is there, studio is there, and control flow is there. So robot is working, and robot is run all your process, all your design process. So recorder is there, and after I also the recorder is the part of the development studio, and it is the micro recorder in Excel, just like I already explained you in your previous slide also. So this is the recorder and this is the development studio, and after that the plugin extension is there. I also explain you. Now the boot runner is called the robot. Every machine has a single robot, and if you want to working with a different kind of machine in distributed manner, so you can connect a different machine robot also. So because there is a huge amount of data and huge amount of computer can be connected, so you can connect with different kind of robot and different kind of machine by that particular robot. So how to be connect, it is a very big task. We will be understood if any other lecture. So there is a control center is there. So there is a different kind of challenges in robotic process automation is there. The input standardization required, maintenance of robotic process automation, business case issue, business IT collaboration, weak governance, and the one of the is the human workflows resistance. Because the robotic process automation is the challenge, because there is a different kind of input is there. Because we are training some robot, and we want to train up some robot, it's mean ki what you have to be do, what if your input is different, so it is tough to handle to any robot. We have to train a particular type of input that on that time. So because is there, because maintenance is there, because every time you have to be give the biggest issue, because the challenges in RPA, the infrastructure is there, their input is changing, their data is changing, their environment is changing, their studio is changing time to time. So there is a maintenance is issue, maintenance very challenges. Business case issue, because what the implementing successfully, because the require lots of approval, because it is the business term also, because robotic process automation is a very big role in the marketplace. It is the issue in the challenging in the robotic process automation, and how to be business and the IT industry collaboration is there. Weak governance is there, is the one challenges in the robotic process automation. And one thing is the human workforce, because whenever the process robot is work, so one human can be replaced by the robotic process software. So there is a one big challenges in the robotic process automation. So this is the three leader tools. So this tool we will be explain in our next lecture, and how this tool is working, and how the automation anywhere is working, the UiPath studio is working, and the blueprints is working. So main task will be work to be any task and design to be any task. So just we will prefer the UiPath studio, because they are providing the free version. So robotic process automations, there are these tool leaders, and we will be used by the using how to be design the any process and the automation anywhere or UiPath or blueprint. So we will be just UiPath. So in the next lecture, how we will work in UiPath will be understood. Okay, and thank you so much.